My first workout at CrossFit was very humbling. I mean, I didn't think I was in the best of shape, but it definitely made sure I knew I wasn't.
My first workout was awful.
But I remember how I felt the day after, and I remember it was tough. It was a struggle, but I remember being really satisfied when I was done.
And then it's all been downhill ever since then.
One of the things that scared me the most is that I wasn't going to be good at it.
Just not knowing what it was going to be like or what was in store for me.
I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to do the workouts. I was afraid of the movements, not being able to know what I was doing, not being able to get through the workouts.
Yeah, it was a big unknown. Like the Metcons were like just completely unique and scary and disastrous and fun and amazing and exhausting. And
My name is Michelle. I've been consistently doing CrossFit for 6 months.
My name is Judy, and I'm 50 years old. I've been doing CrossFit for over 3 years.
My name is Trisha. I'm 30 years old and I've been doing CrossFit for about 3 years now.
my name is Andy Bruck, and I am 48 years old. Because I started like October or November 3 years ago. What made me start CrossFit? I started CrossFit, I became very interested in functional fitness when I was actually training for ultra running and endurance, like running events. So I really wanted to run like a 50-mile race, a 100-mile race. I really liked the idea of like the zen associated with like long distance and ultra running. There was a guy called Brian McKenzie, not known to me at the time, but he was kind of like a CrossFit early days disciple kind of guy, and he'd created this branch of CrossFit called CrossFit Endurance. And I read his book, and in this book he basically said, all right, like if you're interested in CrossFit, here's what I would suggest that you do, like to get acclimated to the CrossFit style workouts, like run 3 or 4 times a week, but then do this program of like push-ups and pull-ups and sit-ups and squats. And so I was basically, as I didn't know it, but I was basically doing like baseline workouts in Fran without the thrusters for like 6 months.
I couldn't do a burpee. I honestly did not know what a burpee was. I could not get my feet to my hands to do a burpee, and now I can.
I think just after starting, it surprised me how much I really enjoyed it and how much I just grew to love it.
The thing that I thought was going to be true about CrossFit is everyone there was going to be super intimidating, super in shape. I was going to be very out of place. Completely opposite. Everyone was super welcoming. Yeah, there's a lot of people in shape there, but everyone was super cool about it.
But you don't have to be good, you just have to do your best.
Just because I've never done it before, so it was new, and that's always a little bit scary. CrossFit started out just being a workout, and shortly after I started, I actually got pregnant, so my goal was just to keep a level of fitness throughout my pregnancy.
So I was a hugely reluctant CrossFit guy. I'd like spent years thinking that CrossFit didn't make you better at anything but CrossFit. It was a very narrow sort of like set of pursuits and disciplines. I was completely uninterested in it. I'd known about CrossFit for a long time.
How much I actually enjoyed doing CrossFit surprised me the most. You're dying during the workout and it's tough, but afterwards how good you feel and that you want to come back the next day and do it again.
Well, I was the avid runner, thought I was in good shape, but I feel like I can live out my life doing CrossFit without being injured. But I've done it for 3.5 years and I feel so good about my body right now.
And I think you hear about people getting injured all the time. There are like all kinds of like bad parts of the physicality aspect of CrossFit. And the truth of the matter is that if you've got good coaching and it's practiced safely, it's amazing, and I've seen the transformation happen. Like, not only as an athlete working out alongside other athletes, but as a coach helping other athletes, you know, the transformations I've seen have been amazing.
I've always liked working out, and it's always been kind of a stress relief for me, but when I joined CrossFit, it became something else, something that I really put a lot of time and work into, something where I could set a goal and then put everything I had to get there. I mean, I think like the most memorable thing as far as like coaching and like accomplishments at CrossFit was getting that strict pull-up. It was huge for me. Like something, even as a kid, I remember like pull-ups were always hard, and to be able to do that at 30 years old after having 2 kids, to get a strict pull-up was pretty huge for me.
It's transformed me, like as an athlete, in ways that I never thought were possible, and in ways that guys my age, and probably women my age too, have you know, in a lot of cases completely given up on because they think I'm past it, like I can't do this anymore, I'm not strong enough, couldn't be fast enough, and if you're willing to commit to it and if you're in the right place, the transformation that's possible at any age is amazing.
Before it was a means of working out, a means of getting in shape. Now it's a lifestyle, now it's something that I live and breathe and love. Just try it. Everyone's there just supporting each other. Even if you're scaling your workouts and I'm doing 45 pounds while the person next to me is doing 105, they're supporting me just as much as the person next to them.
The group of people that I get to hang out with on a day in, day out basis as a part of CrossFit has been like life-changing for me, for sure. The community, yeah. Trust the process more than anything else. I've just seen it work time and time and time again over 3 years. Working with Scott and working with all the athletes that I've seen and the transformations that I've seen from people who like walk in off the street and have very little ability or like range of motion. The developments I've seen to people who have gone from wanting to be a competitive athlete to winning competitions, it's just been amazing. So trust the process.